technical delay. This morning we are going live on YouTube for the first time. We've experimented a little bit with the connection. And while we are waiting for everybody to tune in and connect, we're just gonna take a couple of minutes and see if this time it all worked out well. While Iaroslav is checking. Yeah, it seems like it connected, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So it is a successful one this time. We are going live from YouTube for the first time. We used to have our PRIS method monthly live videos live on Facebook and Instagram before, but we're testing out this new platform for us, new way of streaming for us. So we are very excited, and hopefully it will go smoothly from there. So again, this is Iaroslav, this is Lilia and this morning we are in a beautiful studio in Los Angeles. It's called Aesthetic Dance Studios. We have a beautiful logo behind us. Yeah, so it is also a new beautiful location, just opened up recently.
In Sherman Oaks?
It's in Sherman Oaks in Los Angeles. And we are very excited to be here. It looks beautiful, it's brand new.
Studio is beautiful, guys, and you will see more of it as we will be dancing for you more today.
And hopefully in the future, right?
This is our 9th live, and this is part 2 of popular open gold figures. Last time, at our 8th live, we were discussing part 1 of popular open gold figures, and we've been doing waltz and tango. So this time we will be doing Foxtrot and Quickstep for you. And of course, in our mind, we have about an hour for this live, but we will see how it is going on. Normally we have a lot of things to say, and we are always late within that time frame. So, as Lilia have said, this is our first time doing it on YouTube. Everything is new for us. We apologize for a slight delay, a few minutes. If you don't know me, my wife knows me very well. I hate being late, so it was a little bit stressful to connect everything. And for everybody who connected already, can you guys text us if you can hear us well or not?
Yeah, if the connection is good and the sound is good, if you leave us any comment, that'd be great.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, we don't even know how comments work here. So we will just learn as we go. So if someone can type something, we'd really appreciate that. I can hear you well, Trank. All right. Thank you for joining us again.
Great news, yes. Hi,
One more
Trank.
time. How is the picture? Can you see us well? That's our next question.
YouTube is very new for us, but we really hope that this platform will allow us slightly more options as well as we go with our live videos, because we've already had a lot of pre-recorded videos on our YouTube channel, but it is the first live for us.
All right.
Sound and connection is great.
Thank you.
And hello, Natasha. Okay.
Good afternoon.
We are very happy. So,
do you guys like this one more or Facebook? What is your opinion? Yeah, I think potentially this one is much better, and we got a lot of subscribers on YouTube recently. We are over 1,000 people right now, so the more we're gonna do it here, I think the more people we're gonna get, and we can do better picture, sound, and other things.
Yes, we thank you for your continuous support, for watching us, for subscribing.
Yeah.
It really means a lot and keeps us motivated to share our knowledge and to keep doing that.
So we'll wait just maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and we are going to start.
Where are you guys watching from? So we are in a new location this morning.
Sherman Oaks,
yes.
Aesthetic Dance Studios.
Where are you guys? If you can leave us a little comment. All right, hello from Pasadena. I have a little suspicion that is Yaroslav's mother.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, someone says YouTube is better.
Yeah, we
really
also feel the same way, and of course, I mean, so many people worldwide is using YouTube, so I think it's important for dancers to follow, you know, all the global trends and do it as well on YouTube. But Facebook was a great start, I have to say.
All right.
Hello from Virginia. Just landed back from Detroit. Michigan Dance Challenge.
All right. Yes, we've seen that.
We wanted to dance that comp in 2020 March when pandemic just started, and unfortunately that was one of the first events that got canceled, so we didn't get there. Hopefully we can do it next year.
Yes, we've seen some pictures. It looked great.
Sarasota, Florida.
Sarasota. All right. Yes.
It's a familiar place for us.
Yep, definitely.
We've been to every restaurant in Sarasota with Natasha, probably few times already.
Definitely to a few restaurants.
And we are very grateful.
All right, so as Iaroslav has mentioned, today's subject is open gold figures in our Foxtrot and Quickstep. We're going to take few figures that probably all of us dance in our open gold routines. Those are the staple figures that are typical for the dance for Foxtrot and for Quickstep. And we hope that some principles that we are going to take a look at in those figures will help you to dance them and to dance other pieces of your routines as well.
Correct.
So the plan for today...
Just before we start, Lilia, I'm so sorry. Hello from Memphis. Hello, Jenny.
All right, hi.
Yeah. We're missing you in the studio. Hope to see you soon. Just two things, guys, technical things that I would like to ask you. First of all, are we flipped with the picture or not? So we're gonna do a test, and then
usual test.
Yeah, usual test. If we take position, does it look like you know, mirror effect? Is it flipped or not? Let's see. Let's see what people are doing. Yeah, the link is changed. We know that.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Just let us know if you can, if that's the normal hold for you, or I look like I'm, you know, doing the opposite arm. That's really important.
All right. Thank you for the latest Quickstep routine.
All right. We're gonna answer the question a little later. Please let us know if the picture is flipped.
Looks normal.
Looks normal. Okay.
Right.
It's normal.
That's
wow.
That's one of the reasons we switched to YouTube.
Yeah, because on Facebook everything
wasn't crooked but was flipped.
Well, crooked that would be our mistake.
That would be flipped. Normal. All right, great. Thank you, guys. Okay, that's perfect because it makes a big difference for us how we operate with the camera.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
Yes,
I think we can start.
The plan for today, as we start with our Foxtrot first.
I am so sorry. I just remember what I wanted to say. If you guys can share this link as much as you can, either right now or later, we would really appreciate. In case you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And now we can probably start.
Start with Foxtrot finally. So the plan for our Foxtrot open gold routine or open gold figures today is to take a look at 3 fallaways. Everybody has 3 fallaways probably. And yes, we're going to take a look at that comment, guys. So everybody has 3 fallaways in their open gold routines or some variation of 3 fallaways, either 1 fallaway or 2 reverse fallaways probably in a row. Mm-hmm. So today we're going to take a look at the full figure. It is called 3 fallaways. And we will go through the rise and fall. We will go through some mechanics as directions and body actions. And we will see how it all falls together when we dance in couple. Mm-hmm. And of course, we're going to dance solo for you so you can see the technical moments a little bit, probably more detailed, a little bit clearer. So our 3 fallaways.
So first of all, let's understand why this figure is called 3 fallaways. Many people know, but many people don't know, unfortunately, as well. This figure is called 3 fallaways because we have 3 fallaway positions in this figure. 2 fallaway positions, I would say, they look more or less traditional, but so it's the first fallaway position and the third one. But the second one that is in the middle, this is like a flipped fallaway position where I am doing ladies' part and Lilia is doing men's part.
Basically, it's a counter fallaway position, which is very rare. It probably we only see it in this kind of figure.
And of course, to get into those positions, we need to have clear understanding whether we are getting there through the body action. Sometimes we can also get there through the certain direction and alignment. So we will find out today with you whether it's the body action or the alignment. This is really important to understand before we start, because if for some reason you don't have 3 Fallaway positions in the figure 3 Fallaway of Foxtrot, then probably there is something wrong with the execution of that step. And if you know the correct technique and you are doing the second Fallaway correctly, you will avoid one of the most popular mistakes that especially ladies are doing in 3 Fallaways, which is they're not stepping backwards, but they're crossing forward. We have seen it, unfortunately, people doing it many, many times, and we definitely would like you to avoid this mistake.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So if we talk about Fallaways and 3 Fallaways, let's see
let's
what
start
the Fallaway.
with the footwork.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with the footwork.
Yeah.
So.
With the basic.
Yes. Iaroslav is going to demonstrate men's part first.
We have. Yeah, I'll do the men's part first, and Lilia will do the ladies' part first. And we have one funny story of how I was demonstrating the footwork one
that
time
is why we're laughing,
on one big lecture, and I did some funny things. All right, so footwork in 3 Fallaways. Again, to avoid the mistakes, I'm going to start with the feather step first. So I will be facing the camera, and then I will be back in the camera. So as I'm doing the feather step first, that will be a regular feather step footwork, which will be heel, toe, 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 heel. Now from here, we start our 3 Fallaways. So the first step will be a heel, toe. I'm going to go heel, toe, and then everything else, believe it or not, will be toes. So I'm going to go toe, 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 heel. Yeah.
Everything but the last step.
For now, yes, everything but the last step. For now, ignore the directions. I'm going to try one more time, showing you directions, guys, too, in a very basic way. But our focus right now is on footwork. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not putting any heels down in the middle of 3 Fallaways. And this is unfortunately one of many mistakes that people are doing in this step. So if I start with feather step, I'm going to go heel, toe, 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 heel, and then into 3 Fallaways. Heel, toe, 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 heel.
All right, very good.
Now we can probably go to Lilia's footwork, which will have, again, the same logic behind. And after the feather step, I would say 98% of steps will be also on toes.
That's true, yes. So if I would start
and make sure we are not putting the heels down.
If I would start with a feather step, my footwork is going to be toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. My first step of the Fallaway, I'm going to take back. The first Fallaway, I will not put the heel down. So my right foot is going to go toe, 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 heel, toe, heel. So I hope you guys have seen it. I'm going to try to move a little bit less. And
you can start a little further.
Yes, hopefully we can give all the footwork, we can see all the footwork in the camera. So for the feather step is a toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. For the 3 Fallaways is a toe, 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 heel, toe, heel. All right, so this is going to be our footwork.
So doing this footwork, we already can eliminate one of the popular mistakes here, where people are putting the heel down in the middle of the 3 Fallaways figure, and then they're doing another heel as a drive, so-called drive.
Yes, let's show where exactly it happens.
Yeah, if you would like, we can demonstrate this is the wrong way. So look at it and try not to do it. I am actually not even sure where it exactly happens because I'm not doing this mistake. But
yeah.
So
it happens usually before the 3rd Fallaway. So
apparently, if I start right away with the 3 Fallaways, it's going to be heel, toe, 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 And then I think, right, I'm putting
Sometimes here, yeah,
sometimes
there are many
people are
ways to
putting
do
the
run.
heel down here, going backwards from the heel again to the basically flat foot, going on toes.
This one is very popular.
And then sometimes people are putting the heel here and then going with the heel toe again before the third follow-away. So this is a mistake that we don't want you to do. And personally, we don't believe and we don't know that there is any alternative technique here, so-called. So we really hope you will not do this mistake and you will just stay on toes. This is one of the steps that, you know, technique is pretty strict on.
Yes,
in
and
terms
same
of
for
the
the
footwork.
ladies. If we would release the toes every single step of the follow-away as we take back, and if we would go with the heel lead forwards into the second follow-away, that would be a technical mistake. So all steps of the 3 follow-aways, but the last 2 are danced with the toes. And the reason for that is because the step is very progressive and the rise and fall in slow foxtrot is quite shallow. And as we're going to get into the rise and fall, you're going to see that there is still some rise and fall. It is still a swing dance, but it's kind of shallow. And we don't have as much of an opportunity to go down, and therefore, we do not take a heel lead in the middle of this kind of progressive figure. So it develops very gradually and rolls across the floor greatly. This is why people use it in their routines often, because it is a very effective step. It is a very effective figure. However, it requires some knowledge of the swing course in foxtrot, of the rise and fall in foxtrot. Therefore, you're going to get a beautiful technique. But as well, as you know the footwork, you can go from there, and your footwork will help you develop the better rise and fall as well. So it works both ways.
If you guys are not ashamed and you're very brave, please comment whoever does the mistake here in the footwork.
Iaroslav is being provocative.
Yeah.
We will not blame you, no worries.
Yeah, no blames, no judgment here. If you're doing this mistake, or maybe you're not doing it right now, but
Used to do,
or maybe your friend is doing it. So please let us know.
All right.
If it's friend, we know it's not you. Trust me.
Okay.
Let's
so,
go further to the rise and fall.
Yes. How about we do that and we do it back into the camera one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So.
From
maybe,
here.
Yeah. Maybe go from there and
Together?
see the rise and fall, see the footwork first.
So if we start directly with the 3 followaways.
Yaroslav's gonna do his footwork.
Heel, toe, 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 heel.
All right.
Yours now?
Yes.
Yeah? Maybe we do
We go
this way.
this way. Yeah. So I'm gonna name my footwork this time, and we go right away to 3 followaways. Toe, 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 heel, toe, heel.
All right.
All right, so a lot of toes over here, as you can see. All right, guys, no one wants to tell us about their footwork.
Let me see.
No one wants to ask kind of issues. Moving on, Iaroslav, right? Let's see what kind of rise and fall we have here. And as well, based on that, we're going to see how the figure, which swing course does this figure have, and therefore how we're going to unfold all the followaways and connect them together.
Yeah.
So we're going to go solo one more time, and Iaroslav is going to demonstrate, and he's going to call, or I'm going to call.
You're going to call,
I'm going
to do
call the rise and fall. So starting with the 3 followaways right away, we're going to go down, up, and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So what does it mean when we say up and down here? And let's take a look at it a little bit more detailed. When we talk up, down, we mean the swing course. So there are 2 types of swing courses that we are going to apply anywhere really when we dance. There are 2 types of swing courses in general, correct. So one is a pendulum swing. The swing is that is going underneath the fixed point, imaginary fixed point, that is going to go down, hit the bottom, and is going to go up. So this kind of pendulum swing course. Another swing course that we have and we know, it's called the metronomic swing course with a fixed point underneath the swing itself, underneath the moving object. So when we have the fixed point below, we will go up and down in the end.
Yeah. Or you can imagine it just going like that.
Yeah, it is sort of, I call it a rainbow kind of swing course.
Yeah. Bridge.
Bridge or a rainbow, yeah, up and over. So when we're doing three followays, we have both pendulum and metronomic swing courses. But remember how our foxtrot is much shallower in comparison to waltz. We don't have as deep of the release and as deep of the rise and fall. Therefore, we will have the swing course very much diluted in progressive movement,
or
diluted
stretched,
in space, or stretched, yes. So when we're doing our pendulum and metronomic, imagine it is going to travel as well a lot, and it's going to be much shallower. So if I would dance that for you as well, considering that we know our swing courses, and I'm going to start with the three followays right away, skipping the feather step. We're going to go pendulum down on the first step and pendulum up on the second step. As we continue on the third step, we're going to go metronomic as we're crossing behind.
Which will be this
up
way.
And over.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating it a little bit because I'm not moving continuously, but just so you know the rise and fall. The second follow is going to go pendulum down, pendulum up, and metronomic on the third step. And the third follow pendulum down, pendulum up, metronomic on the third step. And the last bit as well, pendulum down, pendulum up, and metronomic over the last step. So as well as you do it very slowly, you're going to probably feel the rise and fall a little bit more exaggerated, a little bit deeper than as you would do it continuously with the progressive movement and with a little bit more of a body flight, with the spine moving and traveling across the floor.
And I would like to try it together with Lilia, but maybe going across right now. I will try to do very small steps, so you guys can see
the rise and fall.
Yeah, more or less. So from here, this is our pendulum, metronome, pendulum, metronome, pendulum, metronome, pendulum, metronome. Yeah, directions were funny. We tried to fit in, but we hope you can see the pendulum and the metronome. Please remember, and that's not just for today's lecture, but just this is in general, that when we're talking about rise and fall, or we are talking about timing, rhythm, things like that, this is always a process. That's not a static or fixed point here. So when Lilia says down, it's not down on one spot. It's a down with a movement. And we involve sometimes 2 steps for down, sometimes even, two legs, 1 step for down. And by saying step, I mean progressive movement from one leg to another leg. Same, when we say up, it's not just up on one leg. This is a progressive movement through that leg. If you can understand that, especially through the video, that will make a really big difference in your dancing,
yeah, that
and
is
for your future development. So we are not actually in dancing in general. There is nothing static about it. It's all movement, moving parts. It's all very dynamic. Yeah.
Correct. Yes, that is a very good point. For all the dances, we never go vertically up or vertically down. We always try to blend it together with a progressive movement, either forwards, backwards, or sideways.
Yeah.
So that is a great point from Iaroslav.
Thank you.
All right, now going a little bit deeper.
I was preparing 20 years for this one.
Going a little bit deeper into our 3 followays, let's take a look at a little bit of the mechanics, what we're doing with our bodies to actually make the turn and to actually create those position changes. So as we've heard in the very beginning, it is about the following position. So what is the following position in the first place? A quick recap, we did talk about it.
Good point.
Yes, we did talk about it in our previous live when we spoke about tango. So there was a promenade position in our tango variations there. So if you haven't seen it, we encourage you to take a look at it.
And we've done whisk as well.
Yes, yes. So that was a follow-away position.
Yeah.
So what is a follow-away? If we would take a parallel closed position and we would open our heads and toes in relation to each other. And let's say we would take a step forwards. This is what is called promenade position. We're open and we're both going forwards. Now, if we wouldn't change the angle and we would step backwards or move backwards at the same time, that would be called a fallaway. So our fallaway
Let's do one more time, just back in the camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our fallaway
Close position, promenade position, and
is
step
moving back.
back.
So our fallaway is basically our promenade that it travels backwards. All right, so this is an easy way to remember it. Now, another thing that we have, another position that we have, as Iaroslav spoke about, Three Fallaways, is the counter fallaway position. So this is tough one.
This will be the second position that we are going to hit there.
Yes, we would take a look at in the context of the whole figure. But at the moment, if we were to take close position one more time, and we would turn to my left to Yaroslav's right, both our head and
It will be like a flipped promenade position, and then in that flipped promenade position, we're taking one step backwards, and we can go on the toes here, because this is how we're going to approach it in Three Fallaways. This will be our counter fallaway.
Yes. If we would proceed forwards with this one, that would be considered a counter promenade. Yeah. And if we go backwards, this would be
one of the most awkward positions.
Yeah, this would be a counter fallaway. Okay.
Let's do it one more time again. You back in the camera.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we stand in close position, we're going to counter promenade position.
So I turn my toes and my head to my left, and
take a
Iaroslav
step backwards.
Iaroslav turns to his right.
Counter fallaway position. Yeah. And I guess it was made in a way that we can only go up there. And this is another reason why our footwork would be toe, but not heel or anything else, because I feel like our thighs will really have no space between each other. We will be kind of congested in this area. So after all, I'm sure that something wrong will be with our posture.
Yes, so it is a very compact position.
Yeah, let's do it one more time, Lilia, and just mention where are those three positions and where do we hit them in terms of the steps.
The whole fallaway.
So let's do it across one more time.
So starting directly with the Three Fallaways, we're going to go into the first one.
1, 2, and then from the second and third step, this will be our first fallaway position. Then we are going into the fourth step, coming back to close position. We are going into the fifth step, and from the fifth to the sixth step, this is our second fallaway position,
is a counter fallaway.
Which is a counter fallaway. We are going further, close position, and again, fallaway position. This would be our third fallaway position, and this is from 8th to the 9th step, if I'm not mistaken. Then we are going back to close position, and then we go in the close position, we proceed to the close position outside partner. All right? So we have our three fallaways positions on counts 3, 6, and 9. If I just count from 1, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Counter fallaway.
1, 2,
Fallaway.
9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there are total 12 steps in this figure. So that's quite a long figure, a large figure.
Correct. So hopefully it was clear. Guys, let us know if the picture, if it was seen actually, because it's hard to really make you see it. Yeah, through the video. We try our best.
I would like to mention something, but really I don't want to go into the rabbit hole with this one. As we're doing fallaway positions in Three Fallaways in Foxtrot, make sure, guys, that our shoulders remain parallel. Of course, it's easier probably said than done, but again, I just would like to remember, if you follow us for some time, you know that we have been mentioning this already a few times, that our scapular, our clavicle bone, and the part of the shoulder joint that belongs to those two bones, they always work together and move together. So they can rebalance our shoulder line and arm line in case we have to turn our center, or we get to the position basically that our center is turned away where our shoulders are. Yeah. So make sure that this part is unjammed, and especially from behind, because our scapular is at the posterior part of our body, is at the back. So when we are dancing, make sure that this is unjammed and you are not holding or trying to get shoulder blades together. This will really help you to rebalance your upper part.
Yes, as we create position changes. So what Iaroslav is mentioning is a great tool for us to create position change without disturbing our shoulder line. Because very often when we open to promenade or to Fallaway, we tend to open our shoulders away from each other as well. Yeah. And this is where we get into the crooked positions and our shoulders pop up. Yeah. So it is very important as we change the position that we remain parallel to each other, that our shoulders are quite loose. Yeah, they're not tight.
Flexible.
Flexible, yeah. So we are able to maintain centered to each other, to one another in our shoulder line. Yeah. So if we pay attention to how we actually change the position, as we dance together with Iaroslav, I'm just going to talk it through. As we're going to go through the Fallaway positions, and we're trying to maintain our shoulder lines parallel to each other, we're going to go into the first Fallaway, and Iaroslav is going to turn his feet away from me, but not his shoulders, right?
Never.
So he's going to maintain the shoulders to me. Then I'm going to close position, and now I'm going to turn my feet away from Iaroslav, maintaining my shoulders to him.
Notice how we both walked backwards here.
Yeah, to the counter Fallaway. Now going through closed again, through the parallel position, Iaroslav is going to create a next Fallaway, turning his feet away, maintaining the shoulder line to each other. And then again, I'm closing, and we're going to go outside partner just with our feet, again, keeping the shoulders as centered, as parallel to each other as possible. Mm-hmm. So this is a challenge for you guys, creating the position change by turning our feet, so changing the alignment in the feet, as Iaroslav has mentioned, that will influence our center, our position in relation to each other, but really maintaining the rotation in our shoulders and the centering position with one another. Exactly.
In our next part of this discussion, Three Fallaways figure discussion, we would like to mention our neutral positions. Okay. And neutral positions are a great reference point, not just for Three Fallaways, but basically for any figure in any dance, because it gives us a clear understanding of how much range of body actions we can apply during the figure. And of course, knowing where we are in neutral position also balances ourselves very well with our body weight and creates certain reference point for our timing.
Yes,
so we keep the tempo, and our rhythm is clear, not just for ourselves, but for everybody.
Yeah.
Normally we dance, and of course for ourselves, rhythm is very, very clear. But then when we look at it from the outside, or when the judges or friends are looking, then we can have certain problems, misunderstandings here. So in terms of the
centered positions, yes? Yeah. Center balance and neutral positions.
Neutral positions, yeah. So I would like just to remind you guys that neutral position is where we are in closed position, in between two feet, in central balance. With footwork, we have discussed already earlier. So
yeah, that's a very good point, actually. What is neutral position, right? If we just go from there one more time, and again, guys, if you've been following us, you probably know that, but a little recap. Neutral means we are in center balance. We have no sway or no rotation whatsoever. We are absolutely square, as bad as it may sound, but neutral position is the position we pass. It's not the position that we hold for so long. So don't be afraid of being square in that little brief moment, because it is your neutral, your checkpoint, as Iaroslav said. It is a great checkpoint for timing, for when you start your body action, for when you start your rise, for many, many things. So this is a great, great reference point for us. So neutral, no sway, no rotation, no sway, and a completely center balance in between two feet. So Iaroslav is going to demonstrate our center balance positions.
I can do it for
in this long figure called Three Fallaways.
So the first central balance position, believe it or not, will be on the very first step. 1, I am in neutral position. Then from here, I will be doing my rotation to the left with a little sway, going to the first Fallaway. So this is my step 3 and count 3. Now the second neutral position will be on count 4, where I am going from the Fallaway position, I rotate to the left until I am absolutely neutral. That's my reference point. So this is number 4, neutral position. Then I'm going 5, 6 would be my second Fallaway. Then 7, this is another neutral position for me. Then I'm going again 8, 9 to third Fallaway. Then 10, another neutral position for me. I'm in central balance. And then I'm going through 11, 12.
Very good, Iaroslav.
Okay.
Yes.
4, 7, and 10 steps. Those are numbers of the steps.
Yeah,
For sure, no one counts until 12.
All right, so if I'm going to show you my neutral positions
It's
as
going
well,
to be exactly
those
the
are
same
the
counts.
same.
Yeah.
Yes. Basically, it's every first step of each Fallaway. If every Fallaway would have 3 steps, it is my first step of each Fallaways that are going to be neutral. So first step, very first one, neutral. I continue rotating to the left, and we are going to appear in the Fallaway position. That's 3. Then I'm going to go 4 into my second neutral, beginning my second Fallaway. 5, 6, turning my feet to the counter Fallaway position. 7, the beginning of the third Fallaway, and my neutral. 8, 9, Iaroslav is going to create a Fallaway as I'm rotating to the left. This one actually exactly the same as the very first Fallaway. And my weave ending, again,
10.
I have my 10 neutral forwards, and then I'm going to go 11, 12 into the weave ending. In the shoulder lead outside partner position.
Let's
All
demonstrate
right.
together, Lilia. And I just would like to mention, guys, another reason why we have to know where neutral positions are is to get rid of the cliche that a lot of people are unfortunately having in ballroom dancing, that we cannot rotate to the left. Yes, we can rotate to the left. And of course, many times are doing mistakes when rotating to the left. Students are doing mistakes when rotating to the left, and that's why sometimes teachers are afraid of those mistakes, and they are saying, "I'd rather you not rotate to the left at all, and make it work one way or another, rather than rotating to the left and arrive with so many problems."
So
we
Three Fallaways is a reverse figure,
Yeah.
first of all, as you have probably noticed or you've known before. It is a reverse figure with a lot of reverse turn, and therefore we need a lot of reverse rotation in our body to make it actually change the
Correct.
direction in the room.
Little tip, yeah, is that we are going to rotate to the left after the neutral positions. That's why it's really important to know what those positions are and when we are going to be doing them. So let's try together, yeah. And I will be mentioning our neutral positions. You guys can look at us, and then I will just mention when we are rotating to the left. So we're going to go neutral position here, then rotation to the left to get to Fallaway. Neutral position here, rotation to the left to get to this counter Fallaway. Neutral position here, rotation to the left to get to the third Fallaway. Neutral position here, rotation to the left until I hit the right direction to exit in the feather or weave ending. Yeah. All right. Have you guys heard about that? If yes, then you can send us a plus. If you haven't heard about that, then
we are very happy that you've learned something new.
Yes, let us know as well. Would be great to just to get some feedback from you. I know for sure if Natasha is watching from Sarasota, she has heard from
multiple
me
times.
Multiple times. Yeah, I'm very strict teacher.
All right, so as you can see, guys, our reverse rotation in our body, and if you don't know how to create the reverse rotation or natural rotation, any kind of rotation in the body, you can take a look at one of our previous videos we had recorded on YouTube. It's all there for free. It's called Body Actions in Standard. We're going to link it as well, hopefully below afterwards. But please take a look at the body rotation. And the body rotation is big tool for us to change the direction in the room.
One of the major tools.
Yes, one of the main actions in ballroom dancing. Without body rotation and without rotating to the left, it is going to be very challenging for us to perform any kind of reverse figures for sure. So rotation is big. We change the direction because of body rotation. And as well in Three Fallaways, rotation helps us to get around the room and to change the positions as well. So all the Fallaways that we create, all the Fallaway positions that we've just spoken about, they are also a result of certain rotation in our body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Those were all the major points for the Three Fallaways. Just by following those major points, you will be able already to improve and to get more clarity into Three Fallaways as you're dancing. And of course, our last tip here would be, as you're dancing, to have this, it's not even a dialogue, it's a monologue, where your brain is instructing your body what you're supposed to be doing, where are the neutral positions. Please count as you're dancing, it's really important as well.
Talk your footwork through.
Yes. So
one thing at a time. But
you have to be constantly telling your body what to do. And this is something that we have learned many years ago, and of course it's really, really helpful. Even right now, as we're dancing competitions, sometimes we're still telling ourselves, I don't know, bring your body weight forward, do more pronation, pick up your elbow, or other things, because dancing is not easy. As you know, there are a lot of moving parts, so nothing wrong with
reminding yourself.
Reminding yourself, yes.
All right, so I think by this one we can wrap up with Foxtrot and jump into our quick-step figure that we prepared for you.
Literally jumping.
Literally jump into it, and we are going to take a look at kick and rush. So another popular figure in open gold.
Just one of the variations of the name for that combination. Some people, I heard, even call it a rocket.
Rocket.
So if you know what the rocket is, or kick and rush.
Jumping in the promenade. I've heard many versions of that one. Yeah, running
in the
promenade.
This is a combination of steps, and that step consists of few figures. So those figures would be step hop, chasse, kick step, and two runs. Yeah, or run. So we're going to do step hop, chasse, kick step, run. Everything is conducted in promenade. I think that's in a way that's a challenge of itself for this figure. And we would like just first of all to demonstrate, so we are clear in what we're doing in Quickstep right now. And then we're going to just mention few points here.
All right.
Like we're gonna take off. So we start here in promenade. We are going to go step, hop, chasse, kick, step, run. Yeah. And then, of course, we can
repeat it a couple of times.
Yeah, people repeat it. It can be done 1 time in a row, 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row. Sometimes I even saw couples doing probably like 4 times in a row, the whole circle. I think it was more for the floor craft rather than a set routine, but nevertheless, it's very.
It can be done.
Yeah, it's very efficient to avoid traffic with that step too.
All right.
So first of all, let's again do it together. And just show you guys where is the end of one figure and the beginning of the next figure as we are dancing it. So our first one would be, as we are already in promenade, would be a step hop. So we're going to go step, hop, that would be the end of it. Then we are going to the chasse immediately. Chasse. So at the end of the chasse, I finished on my left foot. Lilia finished on her right foot with the body weight. And on those feet, we're doing a kick step. So we're going to close our feet, do a kick with the leg in front, and immediately transfer the body weight on the leg that was in front, which is, again, my left foot and Lilia's right foot. And then we're going to go with the 2 runs with the leg that is inside the couple, basically. So my right leg, her left leg, 1 run, and then another leg, another run. So just 2 runs. Please do not be confused, because from my experience, I've heard many times, for some reason, people are mixing up a kick step and they think that those are already runs. So people would tell me, how come you're saying 2 runs where there are 4 runs? And honestly, at that time, I was really confused because I'm thinking, how come we have 4 runs? We don't even have enough counts in a bar to cover it. So there are only 2 runs, and before the 2 runs, we have a kick step. That's also really important to understand. Every time we are doing a kick step in Quickstep, and this is like for both of us very similar technique. So if I finish somewhere here in the chasse, for me to do a kick step, you have to close your feet, transfer your body weight, and at the same time release the
point
foot.
The foot.
Yeah, point the foot forward. So I'm going to go kick and then step, which means I will be just transferring, leaning my body forward and transferring body weight on the leg that we have just kicked. Kick step, in this case, we're doing in promenade, but there is a variety of figures where we can do a kick step also in a closed position. So kick step really is a very good connector step to combine different motions.
Definitely a popular
here.
element in our open goal routines.
For sure, yeah. In Quickstep.
Let's take a look at the rise and fall on this figure. So we're going to demonstrate this together with Iaroslav, and we're going to go through. Actually, let's take a look at the footwork first. We're going to do that the same way as we did with Foxtrot, so starting with the footwork. So if we are in the promenade...
We have the same footwork, I have to mention.
Yes, so we have...
I follow Lilia, you guys follow her too.
I'm going to name for footwork for both of us. We're going out of the promenade with a toe heel. Now, step hop, we have a heel toe, toe heel as we land. From there, we have a chasse. We're going to have toe, 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 and then we have a kick step, toe and point the toe and arrive on the toe. And from there, we have 2 runs, again, toe, toe. If we would continue with another step hop, we would put the heel down and take another step hop, heel, toe, toe, heel.
Yeah. Now, having said that, this is an open gold variation step. Those steps are not in the syllabus. And very often, as couple is done with if the plan is to do 2 times
or
the
3
same
times
combination,
the
2 times of this kick and rush, then the second step hop, you can avoid putting the heel down and just go on toe immediately, but under one condition, that your body flight is really, really good, and you have to, in this way, you have to keep the motion going, and basically you can avoid putting the heel down.
Yeah, so the second step hop can be done with the toe if we have a lot of momentum, and we develop a lot of momentum if we do it right. So hopefully we do run fast and far in this one.
I also would like to mention that sometimes, which I think is not the best combination in terms of routine, but nevertheless I've seen it quite a few times, people are doing something like open natural after kick and rush. And open natural is really like a non-jumping swing type of motion. So if we are doing something like that, we definitely have to put the heel down at the end of the kick step run. So if we're just doing going from the kick step here, so we go kick, step, run. If I'm doing open natural, I put my left heel down, Lilia's right heel down, and we are going heel toe in order to get to open natural.
To the swing step.
Yeah, if you guys have something similar, make sure that your footwork makes sense for the following step. A lot of things are tied up actually to the following figures, not so much to the preceding figures as we are dancing it. So when you dance, you have to understand what you're doing at that moment in time, but also plan ahead for the following figure and direction that is connected to that figure.
Correct. And we encourage you guys, if you haven't seen one of our previous videos on Quickstep and types of motion in Quickstep, please go ahead, take a look. We are talking about 3 types of motion over there: swing, hop, and run. And the reason we picked kick and rush today as well is that it has all 3 motions in this figure. Therefore, as well, it is very popular, and it has a lot of variety, and it is a very dynamic figure. So let's take a look at the rise and fall. And the rise and fall is going to tell us which kind of motion we have in each particular piece of this big, long figure.
Lilia, let's do a cross.
Yes.
And
So you can see the rise and fall better.
You can name it, yeah.
So you guys know already about our pendulum and metronomic swing, and I'm going to name the rise and fall first, and hopefully you can see the swing course coming out of there. So coming out of our promenade, we're going to go up and down in the end.
As a metronome.
As a metronome. So 7, 8. From here, we're going to go into our step hop, which is going to go down, up, down. And we're going to go into our chassis, which is going to go down, up, down, up. For the kick step, we're going to go down, up, down, up, down.
And one more.
And run are going to go up, down, up, down. So as you can see, we're also, hopefully you can see, we're showing you the swing course, either pendulum or a metronomic.
Let's name just the swing course.
We're going to name it right now for you one more time. So out of the promenade, 7, 8, metronomic.
Metronome.
Pendulum, very sharp down pendulum. And then we have pendulum, pendulum, metronome, 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 metronome.
Yeah.
Very
We're
well.
exaggerating right now. We look like two, I don't know, rabbits
Too
jumping.
bouncy, probably. Yes. So again, as
This
we
will
spoke,
be much more shallow.
yes, as we spoke about Foxtrot, as we start moving it and as we add more momentum into the figure, the rise and fall is going to be stretched. The swing course is going to be stretched and diluted in space, so therefore you will look not as bouncy and you will not feel the rise and fall as obvious. You will feel it more scattered across the floor. Nevertheless, if you practice, if this is a new step for you and if you practice it slowly, we really encourage you to go very clear with where you're going, either up or down, which swing course you are taking, especially together with your partner, with your teacher, because in quick step, in open gold variation, it is crucial that we are on the same rise and fall situation, on the same swing course, because if we start doing that during our hops or runs, it is very, very obvious. If slow walls is easier to cover it up, let's say if we would kind of go on a different track, don't suggest it, but quick step is a disaster.
It's yeah, you don't have just enough time to cover up the mistakes, so,
yeah.
you know,
So
it's very distracting too.
The rise and fall and the rhythm. If I would pick two things, what can make your quick step instantly better? Make sure you count the same way your partner counts, and make sure your rise and fall, your swing course is the same as your partners or your teachers. That would make it instantly so much better, so much clearer for you, less overwhelming, because we've heard so many times from our students that quick step is so fast, it is so scary, it is so overwhelming. I literally have no time to follow with the music or follow with my partner. How do I jump? It all comes back at me so fast.
I even heard, oh my God, in quick step I'm paralyzed. And I think that's
Yeah.
the worst thing to do in quick step is to not be able to move.
Definitely, it is probably the scariest dance for most people who just start with open goal routines, because the motion is so difficult. So yes, count and make sure your rise and fall is correct in all those difficult jumps and runs.
One more point we would like to mention, especially for this particular combination, is that as you remember, everything is in prominent position right here. So any position, including prominent position, is defined by relation to two bodies to one another, relation of two partners to one another. That relation is in transverse plane, which defines it, but also in a way in coronal plane. In terms of that we're standing in front of each other and we're slightly offset. Yeah. Again, if you want to know more details about offset, we have done our posture practical applications live. I think it was from the studio too. It has actually quite a few views, yeah, like over 1,000 views. So we're talking about where we position our feet, how much is the distance between our feet. So maybe you can review that, from the previous lives. My point here is, as we are already in this prominent position running, what we have to be, I would like, now I understand why you wanted to come this way. So as we're already in this prominent position, it is really important, guys, I hope you can see me. It is really important to feel that you still use your body flight forward, because your movement in this promenade is definitely a forward movement. And I know that many ladies, they think that they are behind the partner in promenade, but please do not make it behind in such a way that your curve is basically curving. It's not even backwards, it's to the left and
Sideways.
away from the movement. Because if, from the lady's perspective, for example, if you're standing in this position, you're going to go into the space that is on your right. I'm going to go into the space that for me is on my left. So we want to make sure that our spine is directed always towards that space. And this is something that you can practice, I think, very like harmless and in a very easy way. It's the exercise would be I'm in promenade and I'm just stepping in promenade with a slight inclination towards the movement. So if you feel like there is any problem with your movement, make sure that you're not trying to resist and you are not in the position when you're leaning back but trying to move forward. If you remember, just like a few minutes ago I mentioned that a lot of things, they depend here on the following figure, not on the figure that was done before. Yeah. So our following figure will be definitely something that we're going to go forward. I don't know any step from promenade that I'm moving forward and then suddenly, you know, I have 180 degrees of a turn and moving backwards. If you know, please comment.
Neutral.
Yeah. Huh?
Open neutral turn.
But even open neutral turn,
yes,
you will start
the same
forward.
principle, but it does turn eventually.
It's like very, very squished open neutral.
Every time we go out of the promenade, yes, it is a very popular mistake, and especially in kick and rush because it is a continuous movement in the promenade. For ladies, we feel like we're left behind, we feel like we're stuck and we cannot catch up with the partner, like the partner takes off or our teacher takes off. We cannot run as fast or as much as they do. This is a very, very popular concern that I've heard about for many times. And I've personally done this mistake for years. And again, the reason for us being late or not being able to catch up with a partner is that we are trying to hold on to some kind of a picture line or a shape, and we're trying to stay in the space of the partner. We're afraid to go across them, and we're trying to hold this picture, we're trying to be very concerned, we are very concerned about our upper body in a static way. So if we take a hold in a static way and we imagine, yes, our heads are offset, but as soon as we turn to the promenade, they're in the same relation, but as soon as we move, both of our heads are going to be traveling in space, right? So our job is not to keep the position, our job is to move the whole structure and to move our whole body in space together with our partner. So thinking less about static position, about relations relation of the heads in a static way, and more of thinking of the moving the body, moving our head weight into the direction will help you lots and lots. Okay?
Yeah. Those were all the main points about this so-called kick and rush combination, which is again a step hop, chasse, kick step, and 2 runs. Please, guys, comment if that was helpful to you or not, or if you have any questions on the quick step figure that we have discussed right now, or on the 3 Fallaways from Foxtrot. We appreciate any of your feedback. We still have some time that we're going to use right now, but we are very curious if everything was clear. We are also really happy that we don't have this mirror effect from the camera on YouTube. Yeah, this is a nice surprise because I was a little bit terrified that I have to be flipping camera back and forth all the time. Thank you guys so much. So helpful and clear as usual. Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you.
Any other feedback? Negative feedback is also
appreciated.
Yeah, very much appreciated. You never know.
Guys, if you haven't watched the previous videos on quick step motion and on main body actions in standard, this will help you a lot in your open gold routines as well as in your syllabus routines. So we do encourage you to come back and watch those and re-watch if you watched them already, because you're going to refresh the knowledge, maybe hear something new. Yes, thank you for your comments. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
So really encouraging you to take a look at those videos. The basic principles, they stay the same for basic figures and for more advanced figures. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jenny.
Yeah.
Yes. So our body flight, our rotation, our center balance positions are going to be the same in anything you do. Our footwork, has to be learned a little bit more precisely. Very helpful information. Thank you. Appreciate.
Dance Chen, that's the nickname of the person.
Really appreciate.
Thank you very much for your feedback.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Ludmila,
you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching. And again, we are going to keep going with our lives, hopefully.
Yeah, on YouTube, I think today at some point we got 20-something people watching at the same time, and then at least 16 people, they were there all the time. So we have the whole group class today, I have to say. Our goal would be to get to 100. So if you can help us to get to 100,
let's share this link.
We'd really appreciate that. We still have some unpublished videos from our recent series with open gold routine variations. We will be publishing it. Of course, we took a break because, as you guys know, we are Ukrainians, and there is a terrible war going in Ukraine. So we had a lot of problems with that, with our friends and families, and for 1 month right now, it's still going, and we had a lot of things to deal with. Trent says, thank you very much. I don't do open gold. It's helpful concept, body flight. Yeah, thank you, Trent. Yeah, those are all, I mean, all the rules of motion, and they're applicable not just to open gold, but to syllabus as well. In a way, syllabus are even more difficult. I always say that because we are restricted to certain combinations of steps, and certain steps can be connected in a very limited way. So there is no way around it. We only have a specific combination that we are trying to make it work, and that's why
we really admire people who compete in syllabus and who practice syllabus. This is a great challenge and a great thing to do.
We always enjoy dancing syllabus with Lilia, and maybe not so much dancing itself, but in terms of getting to the bottom part of it, how to make it work.
Did you just come to? Oh, that's a question to train.
Yeah.
Michigan
just from Michigan Dance Challenge. So someone, guys, we apologize. Someone asked us the question in the very beginning of the live. If that person is still watching us, we would like to answer it. I think it was something about the videos that we have posted with open gold routine variations.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the name of the step was a wing, like bird's wing. W first, wing. So
did we do any wing there, Lilia? I'm not sure. I'm not sure we've done in open gold.
We might have in our Foxtrot. That was a question about the Foxtrot.
I see.
So we're definitely gonna take a look at that comment after we finish our live, and we're gonna reply to you right away.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this one. Thank you for watching our open gold variations. We're going to post more of them, as Iaroslav has mentioned. We took a little break, and we are intending to be back on track with our PRIS method, with posting more routines for you, and making more live videos. We are going to make at least once a month. We're going to go live like we usually did. It's our second year doing that, and we are really enjoying it. And we are very grateful and thankful to all of you watching, to our community that is growing on YouTube and on Facebook.
Today and
on our website.
Yeah, we have been in these beautiful aesthetic dance studios in Sherman Oaks, Los Angeles.
Thank you so much to the studio. We hope we will be back here for more filming. It's amazing. It's a great big space. We hope to show you more of that later on. And thank you guys one more time. We are very
Please share
happy.
this video with your friends or somewhere on your social media. Again, our goal is to have 100 people at the same time. We met yesterday. What a small community. Yeah. Actually, ballroom dancing is a small community, but very spread and international. So any country you travel, you probably can meet someone you've met before.
That's the best part about it. Yeah.
Or a friend of a friend. Yeah.
Thank
you guys. Have a blessed Sunday.
Thank you so much.
We are in touch with you. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.